So I'm keeping going with my story. I'm just expanding on some of the things that we've talked about in the first video. And one of the things that people have asked about is how we got going with King Propulsion. Pretty much when I came to the US in 2009, I was working for a company called Science and Technology Corporation. Was hired by them as a government contractor to work on US Coast Guard icebreakers, looking at design work and loads and structures and all that kind of thing. And it was great. The only iron in the fire, or I can't think of another way to describe it, but anyway, the only problem was that as I came over, the reason I got my work visa was because there was a credit crunch and nobody was hiring. So we were able to get my visa through. But about 2 years later, all our contracts dried up. And then I was furloughed, and I was able to keep my visa going. And I was backwards and forwards to the UK doing odd jobs, and I was on being 0-hour contract trying to keep things going. So a really tough time. And then my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, Lisa, I think it was a birthday present. She registered my company. I had this name for it and everything, and logo. And just a pipe dream. I never thought anything would come of it. And she registered the name and gave it to me in a birthday card or something. And that's kind of where it started. We slowly kind of got things together. And then I realized, through a series of fortunate accidents, I explained my experience with a turbine failure, and actually going to a conference in Australia where I actually won the contract for Brunson's in the US. We actually set up the company, but prior to that, we were really chasing government contracts. We were doing trying to sell propellers, big stuff, for the US Coast Guard. We did a couple of propellers for Boston Harbour, the ferries up there, and it's a really, really tough market to be in. The margins are like 1% or something. It's like, and the risk is phenomenal. I remember one of the propellers got stuck in customs for like 3 days, and it just about nearly cleared me out of my startup cash. So I knew that wasn't actually going to work. And the sailboat propellers has been an absolute gift. We've really enjoyed working with the people as I've got to know the community, and it's taken me a long time, to earn the trust and the respect of the community. We do it through good service, we do it through honesty, and we do it through putting the customer first. And it's something I just did subconsciously. We on the cruise ship, you had to have comment forms. Every week if you got bad comments, you would get reprimanded. So we'd always have false names. Not always, but the photographers always had name badges saying Bruce. So it was 6 photographers. It was Bruce, 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 and Bruce and Bruce. If you're a Monty Python fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that lasted a while. And then I get called into the the hotel manager's office and say, who's this photographer called Bruce that's causing all this mayhem? So it was important back then, and it's important now to put the customer first and do things right. And just the sailboat propellers, I'm gushing a bit at the minute, but the sailboat propellers has allowed me to do that. We're now starting to solidify our position. We're starting to bring in new products, and I'm really excited to see where it'll take us. Thanks for watching.